But let's go to Lucas before we get to the top 5.
Lucas?
Lucas T. Dot. What is it? T. Dot Lucas. He had some. I would say he had some interesting things to say, but I've only been saying this on the pod for like the last year or two. I think me and Vegas have been saying this on the pod for the last year or two. Check the Amir Show. I know the Amir Show posted it.
Yo, let me get a backstory on that Lucas person. I can't lie, I never heard.
I want to say he's like, is it an A&R? He does a lot of behind the scenes stuff for like artists in the city, whether it be like Casper and K Money. I believe he did some stuff for Free A. I could be wrong.
I think he's currently working with Northside
Benji. He's working with right now
on the Canadian side.
Yeah, who knows who else he could be working with? American side. Here, you can just put it up on his page. He posted it on his page. You want me to read it for you?
Go ahead.
All right. So he says, "How do I remove these?" All right, they're just there.
Pull it down.
So Lucas says, "Toronto rap should be a multi-million business. We don't lack artists. It's the infrastructure." Crazy. Safety, right? It's the infrastructure, safety, and venues that don't fold under police pressure. Artists, labels, managers, DJs, agents, venues, owners, security, promoters, merch, etc. That's a whole ecosystem we're missing out on. He continued, rappers from the city who get gold records and never even perform that song in their hometown, it's fucked up. I believe this shit can change. Fix up shows, stream jump, more DSP support, proper album promo, building long-term fans, fat label deals, distro bags, everyone eats. And he then ended with 8 venues, ain't take our show, but we sold out back-to-back shows last weekend in Toronto. 1,400 tickets with no issues, so you can't tell me this shit ain't possible. Economics over ego, let's get right. Shows a no-fly zone, tighter venue and security. This is viable business, so what we doing, y'all? I've been preaching this for years.
Wait, did he say that the infrastructure is here?
He said the infrastructure here is fucked up.
Yeah.
But I've been, again, everything he's saying is what me and Vegas have been saying for the last how many years. But again, sometimes it's, what is it? It's the messenger. So the people don't like the message coming from me in Vegas because it makes it seem like we're know-it-alls and this and that and the third. But when it comes from Lucas, somebody who's, you know what I'm saying, he's pretty reputable source in the city. He people rock with him a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I seen this tweet.
And he's white, respectfully. He's not black like us, respectfully. People are gonna listen to him, and he's not wrong. Like 100%, he's not wrong. The only thing I will say is he's working with acts that can do that. So like a Casper K Money can do that. They have a catalog. Benji has a catalog. Like Benji has a fan base, and he's not wrong. You do have to build these things to get that. But like the artists that he's working with are capable of doing that. I don't know if a more underground artist could do it. Maybe I still feel like, hey, why not try? Even if it's a smaller venue, smaller thing, I still think it's 100% doable. He's not lying. I think we have to stop folding under police presence. We have to figure out a way. Like you just gotta figure it out. And we've spoken to artists a lot of times, and we've said, hey, bro, perform, go do a tour, go do this, and it'll be like, oh well, I'm this, I'm that. Oh, Man Dem they're gonna come at me, and it's easier. So it's just like, I don't know if you're setting a bad example for the next coming artists that are coming up, because it's like you don't want to do anything but get online and be mixed up all the time instead of actually promoting and trying to push your music and trying to promote. Like again, Ronnie's been touring for a while. He brought C-Ro and the rest of those guys on, and we're seeing Benji perform. I don't know who performed or opened up for Benji, but I'm pretty sure a 1-2 person.
There's something very specific that he says here. He says a lot of rappers with like, you know, good songs and like songs that went gold, they can't perform in their own city.
That's fucking
crazy.
In
their own city. When is the last? I don't know, but when is the last time Ronnie performed
in the city
in Toronto?
Didn't he perform the other day?
He was supposed to. I don't know if he did in Mississauga.
He was supposed to perform in Saga.
But they
canceled.
They canceled the tour. Or that they canceled the date.
He canceled both dates.
Yeah, because we were it was funny because I was remembering. I was just like, wasn't the
you were supposed to fly there? You were supposed to fly there.
Because it was right after he did the miracle to open up the studio, Zero, and we were supposed to go. So I was just like, I'm like, did I miss the date or something? So that is funny that you said that. But yeah, like Roni doesn't perform here. There's a lot of guys, like even I believe Black of the Don. But like he gets shows canceled sometimes, but he has something coming up soon too. Black of the Don and Friends. Like it shouldn't matter if they have street presence, if they've been arrested before. None of that shit matters. If they're trying to do a show, they're trying to do a show. The police shouldn't shut down the show. Just be at the fucking show.
Yeah, just
but sometimes it's their own venue. I don't want to be too.
It is the venue. It
but
is
you
the
know
venue.
the last time Roni was in Hamilton, there was a pew pew that happened way after the show. Like you know, it didn't happen during the show. Way after the show, but after that thing happened. The person who owns the venue said, yo, we care about the security, so we're shutting the thing down. Just because of the type of activities that was going on there. Maybe there's like...
Did you hear that from the actual club owner?
Yeah. Like he put out a statement that they're done.
That's cap.
Cap?
It's not because they're done. It's because there's too much things going on that somewhat, like, even though it wasn't... I wouldn't say exposed the club, but like, just like you're saying, like, if patrons that are coming from the club and then go outside and do something, they're gonna blame the club.
Yeah.
So they close. Like, I want to say the city of Hamilton probably closed that down. I don't think they said, hey, like, fam, that they're not gonna close down that spot. Doesn't matter how many things are. Like, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't the first time that happened over there. So like I'm gonna assume, I don't know 100%, but
so this is what I heard. Beyond shocking, Zen Lounge shut down by landlord in the wake of pew pew. That's the main title.
But yeah, but they didn't. I'm just saying the owners of the club.
In your theories,
opinion.
you don't think it was
the owners.
The owners. There was more so like a pressure
city,
put on the owners from the city.
The city
or
said,
whoever,
"Yo, shut that shit down."
Yeah.
100%.
Or else it'll be problems, or we're gonna look into shit.
Yeah,
it could be blackmail.
Yeah,
like situations like that is blackmail. Yo, shut this shit down, or we're gonna look into everything that you're doing in this bitch. And be like, yo, yeah, you know what? It's not worth it. Yeah, it's not worth it.
We're good.
Yeah, and Hamilton is known to like look into people's stuff. Like there was this guy who had his own security cameras in his property, but they were showing the street. They told this guy, yo, take down those cameras or pay us $250 or $500 to like keep those cameras up. Really? You can't be filming the streets.
But also too, going back to Lucas's point, it also has to be a city thing too. Like the city has to support the city. Like I understand, and going back to why it's like Benji is Benji, right? Benji's gonna be able to do what he do. But now it's just like we see the players ball thing. Like if a Fro Boy goes on tour, if Zero, like these other artists that are going on the tour, regardless of what they do, what they rap about, I think we just need to support those events more too. You know what I'm saying? And just have the city, like the city should be like that. Like it's crazy that we have one of the biggest cities in North America or some shit like that, but yet like niggas can't perform out here. That does not make any sense. I don't give a fuck if my boy has ops or not. Come Outside should be performed out here. Griselda Blanca should be performed out here. Like, regardless of what, pull out. Bro, the niggas do it in Chicago, they do it everywhere else. Like I said, let the police stay there. The police go everywhere else and want to bug people for dumb shit. So let 5 cruisers, whoever, let them stay outside the concert venue and let them just fucking patrol the thing. But don't stop a show. To me, that's an idiot thing.
Devil's advocate.
It's pressure, you know?
Hold on. I want to hear this guy's devil advocate really quick.
Toronto knows its people. Toronto, the city, the police, they know everything. It's the same as Chicago shutting down NBA YoungBoy show because they know he was going to do that last track dissing Dirk, and that would have caused an uproar in the city. So they say, you know what, let's avoid this shit and just not throw the show. Now, that could have been a venue thing, but that's what Chicago decided to not host NBA YoungBoy at the city, even though.
Where's YB from?
New Orleans.
Baton Rouge, no?
Okay, so he's not from Chicago.
No, he's from New
So
Orleans.
you're trying to tell me that Come Outside can't Casper and thing can't perform. But they let thank you for pointing that out. But they let Kendrick Lamar perform the most decisive song in hip hop history though.
They probably thought it wasn't that big of a deal.
But you still let him perform.
At the end of the day, niggas died behind.
So you're trying to tell
them, right?
So niggas never died behind Kendrick or LA rap music.
The security guard took a hit.
So and two again. So you're trying to tell me that Casper and K Money are more dangerous than Kendrick Lamar? Their music is more dangerous.
In the eyes of city of Toronto, knowing that there's like warfare for sure.
Cool. You're trying to tell me Pengs and Tutu, same thing.
In the eyes of what they see coming from the city of Toronto, yes.
Cool. So you pretty much you're as police, you're better off just telling these guys don't rap then. Because what's the point of having these guys become rappers, but then niggas from outside the city can come here to rap and make money off the city, but you guys from the city can't do it? That's an idiot thing. I don't give a fuck how we're trying to spin it. Like, it's dumb. They have to, like, police, come on, bro. Like, just stay outside, bro. Like, regardless, even, think about it like this. Even if you guys are dumb, let me show you how police are dumb. Let's just say you are ops waiting for these guys outside. You don't even need fucking, you don't need, what do you call them, CIs and all this shit? Informers, you don't need all that. These niggas is outside, they're gonna be waiting for their ops, you're gonna catch somebody. Duh. But instead, you guys are just gonna shut down the fucking show, and then you guys are gonna have to actually go work.
So you think that one arrest and risking the lives of 100 innocent people is worth it?
Yes.
For that one arrest?
100%.
Or for that 2, 3, 4, 5 arrests?
Yep.
They want to risk 300, 400 patron goers because someone wants to go in and fucking mass shoot a club just to catch one fucking body on the stage. Mm-hmm. You think that's worth the Toronto police to do?
Yes. 100%.
I don't think so still.
100%.
I don't think so. I don't think it's worth it.
Since we're talking about, venues, pressure, police, Sav 4time, I tapped into one of his TikTok live. By the way, Sav is on TikTok
all the time.
12-hour streams.
Yeah.
Not sleeping. Cracking jokes with the guys, Mm-hmm. So shout out to him for being active on TikTok. But he says here why he hasn't done a show in Toronto. He wants to, but yeah.
Concert in Toronto, history or some shit. The police. I was waiting for somebody to ask me that question. Every time I tried to do a show in Toronto, brother, it got shut down because of the dates. It was never because of me once. I didn't want to do a show in my city. That would have been my first show, fam. What do you mean? But every time we try to book a venue, the Jakes will go and be like, oh yeah, these guys gang affiliated, this and that. They're mod shit. The last venue we tried to do in Toronto, fam, the man called back and basically said he was scared because of what the Jakes were saying to him. I don't know if man's remember, but last year, fucking wintertime, a man got packed at STC. Fam, they were saying that was all severe different shit, fam, idiot thing.
That's an idiot thing. If the police are there saying, oh, hey, well, you know what I'm saying? These guys, they're pressuring the venues to not have these guys. That's fucked up, fam.
Yeah, you know why I smirk?
If you're gonna pressure the venues to not book these guys, why don't you pressure the venues to okay, how can we work together to make these guys perform? It's dumb.
They don't. Well, goes back to the infrastructure, and the infrastructure is shit. They don't support Toronto music, Toronto black music. That's coming from that. That's coming from that.
For example, in Montreal, there's this guy. He was gonna perform at this festival that had a bunch of sponsors. One of the guys said, I saw this article online, man. By the way, the article was about charges that were dropped. But just because he saw this article, he's like, you know what? This guy, this artist, his name is White B. He's like, I'm not putting my money on that. I'm gonna pull out of the money that I'm putting to sponsor this event. And guess what they did, bro? They just took it out.
They took him
so
out.
Imagine you're the police now. You know this artist is gonna perform there. Bro, you just make one call. The detective make one call like, hey. Or you're gonna have this artist. Imagine he's saying, Sav, in his clip, he's basically saying that the venue owner was getting calls by the police, telling him a bunch of stuff. So they're telling him, this artist is that. We're probably gonna have to do this and that, verify this and that, nah. Just so the venue is gonna be like, I don't want to risk my license. I don't want to risk all these different stuff. So I'm just gonna cancel the show. So it's just it's a blackmail basically. It's like a pressure. The venue could have still gone with it, but now something goes wrong.
Then it's on the venue.
It's on the venue. They're gonna try to pin it
There's
on
gonna
the
be an
venue.
investigation on the venue itself, on top of whatever situation happened.
Yeah,
and that's like I said, and all that shit is not worth it for a venue.
But then it goes back to who's running these venues.
The police, obviously. Instead of doing their fucking job and just protect and serve, they would rather
they
not
clearly
see
run the venues because
people
it's
be
just like, yeah.
successful. Because if there were more successful events at venues when it comes to these things, with obviously police protecting the people, I think then we will see less violence. But they're not looking at it that way, right? Mm-hmm. They're not allowing them to make money to be like, yo, I made this amount of money by doing this and staying off the fucking streets. I'm never going to be on the streets anymore. I'm just going to do this. And that'll give opportunity for clubs to make more money. More patrons come in. More people get to see their stars. More people get to see
more interviews,
their songs. More interviews, more platforms, right?
You get to actually interact with the fans.
Once you shut something down, right? Once there's no money for a resource, then nothing happens. Then everything just becomes minimal. And then there's just no help. Artists can't blow in their city if you don't help, bro.
Facts.
If there's no help towards them. So this is a sad thing still. Very, very sad. Very, very sad. But shout out to Lucas T. Dot, man. I said, yo, if this shit was if we were to ever do anything of the sort and trying to build this infrastructure, we have to have a council so that we can push so that we as a collective can all push the artists through. And I'm talking about, like, we need people in places of power. Like, we need people that are working with Spotify. We need people that are working with the venues. We need people that are working with the artists and the labels and the podcast people. We need like one of every infrastructure so that we can all just start pushing the artists together as one. If we can't do that, then we're doomed. Because that's what we had back in the day. Back in the day when they had all sorts of, when we had fucking Video Fact, and we had MuchMusic, we had Rap City, we had Much Vibe, you know what I'm saying? We had MTV, we had BET, we had all these little things for artists, for us to see new artists. We had these things. Why can't we do that? Why can't we replicate what would happen in the 90s now? It's the same shit, just do it digitally.
And there's more money, like it doesn't make no sense.
And there's way more money out there. You know what I'm saying? There's digital currency and shit. So if there's access to create more income now than there was back then, why are we replicating what we have done in the past now? Because obviously what happened in the past worked. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like you weren't even there. That's what I'm saying. Like you don't understand. Like when you put on the TV and we watch Rap City, and fucking sometimes it's a double thing. So I think it happened. I played at 10:30 and then at late night 2:30 in the morning. When you sit there at 2:30 in the morning, you're watching Chaos and YOK and Cardinal and fucking Socrates and these guys on Rap City just being proud of your city. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing these things. Shout out to Master T.
Ghetto Concept.
Extend the Mix. You know what I'm saying? Like Electric Circus all down to it. Shout out to all these platforms that were there and we were just in awe because we got to see Canadian artists do their fucking thing. Including and obviously there's all the American acts was being presented too, but it was Canadians, bro. Why do we talk about it? Why do we talk about the past so much? Is because, bro, it was good. We got to see an array of artists get national coverage on TV. And that was just out here. There was even on the French side too. There was actually on MuchMusic there was a French there was like a French rapper. Shout out to Chucks. This guy be like, he talking about French and shit, be rapping in French and shit. I have no clue, but there was a French version of Rap City.
Much Vibe or whatever, I remember.
Remember? So we were open to French artists as well. We had that option out here. And that was happening all across Canada. So what the fuck happened? Why are they pulling the funding for music, for black music?
I feel like we're divided.
Nah, nigga. They don't want to fucking. I don't know what it is still. I don't know what the fuck it is, bro. But it needs to change, though. It needs to change. Otherwise, motherfuckers just stop rapping because there ain't no money in this shit.
Maybe just do some
streaming like
Christian rap. Maybe it's also the type of stuff that they don't want to be pushed out there, you know?
This fam, every city has fucked up things to be pushed out, fam. But it's still being pushed. Like, you can't stop it. That's just, it is what it is. People are speaking from the perspective of what they live and what they do. You know what I'm saying? If you want to censor it, tell them to, like, change a couple words and bring it back.
Bro, you're in Canada, bro. This is the country of censorship.
It's not
This
that.
is
It's
where
not.
this-
It's not
the
that
censorship
censored.
started.
It's not that censored because we can still watch fucked up movies and shit
And porn.
and porn. Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
but
you know what I'm saying? We can still watch a bunch of crazy shit on the net, bro. So it's not censored and not censored.
Yeah,
bro.
I seen a nigga die the other day.